Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and here's the second third of 2023 update. Oh my goodness, I must be getting very tired if I'm saying this is 2020, if this is 2030. Anyways, just to update on some of the things currently going on, plus a few things in the works. Let's start with the current things going on. So, current series, RimWorld's running smoothly. I think I may have mentioned this. I don't know if I've uploaded the videos but I might change the vanilla expanded series to be just going for the royalty ending to make room for a new series. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that just yet. I'll figure that out as I play along. And the reason being is, it's something tells me that it's going to take me a very long time before we get to all the victories on that one. Long enough, in fact, that the game's probably going to update a second or maybe even third time, and it's kind of going to put that series a little bit into irrelevant, even though it kind of is already borderlining that territory. So yes, that one might be getting a bit of an ending a little bit sooner. I have a couple of ideas on what to replace it with, so not to worry. But still, that one might be coming to an end a bit sooner or later. I'll figure that out by the time I get recording that series next. At this point, Graveyard Keeper is going very smoothly. I got the resource acquisition automation portion sort of slowly starting up, but once that's fully up, the story should actually start to make quick progress. I also plan on picking up all the DLC for the game at the point where my automation train is complete. And once that's done, and again, things are going to start to go a lot faster since, well, we're going to be getting a lot of resources by that time. I might still have to, grind for a little bit, but shouldn't be too much. At least that's my hope. My hope is that but once all the zombies are up and ready to go, we basically, it should just be smooth sailing to the end. Probably, well, it's going to be quite a few episodes before we make it to the end, since I'm still in the process of getting things up and running from what I've uploaded to YouTube. Spoilers, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing a bit. But anyways, I got nothing new with Stardew Valley. Just keeping on working towards my 100% completion goal. I actually just recorded a bit today, and I made some really good I made a really big thing today, without going into any details on that. So I'm quite excited for that part. That's developing very nicely. I start playing on. Hey, hey! Who told you you could go into an ad break? Who told you you could go into an ad break, YouTube? I didn't. All right. Yeah, I'm just playing music off of there. Really, yeah, I'm gonna probably start to download these because that's getting to the point where, hey, we're gonna be getting ad interruptions every little bit, and not even from my own video. But anyways, Age of Empires 2, I plan on bulk recording, trying to get one entire campaign recorded over the span of the weekends. And you may have noticed that I've also changed the 30-minute videos into hour-long videos due to how often a mission ends up taking me an hour to complete. Hence why I'm also doing entire campaigns over the weekend. So I did the Attila the Hun campaign last weekend, and this weekend I'm probably going to do the Alaric campaign, I think. That's the one I said I was going to go with. Pretty sure that's one I'm going to go with. Anywho. With the hopes being that by the time summer is done, I'll have either most, or if not all, of the remaining campaigns recorded, and then it'll just be smooth, just edit everything down, and I can put that game to rest for a time being. I've been having some issues with StarCraft Mass Recall. I've kind of stopped trying to figure it out at the moment, but I'm resuming trying to fix that. Hopefully it'll get resolved soon, and then I'm probably going to get an entire campaign done and upload on a single day before continuing as normal. And hi Zaz, thanks for playing Destiny 2 on this. Anywho, So yeah, that's my hope, and then afterwards it'll just be one every week or so. Maybe two. We'll see how that goes. Same with Age of Empires 2. I might try two. I might do two every week if I figure out, hey, I'll have like 10, maybe 15 after, or by the time the year ends. And I'd like to start the new year off with Age of Empires 3 if that's the case. So yeah, I'll figure all the logistics of that out a bit later. Dragon Age 2, I still have a large amount recorded, and we'll probably record more a bit later on once the backhaul has been used up a bit more. I'm not gonna say where I'm at, just to prevent spoilers for you guys watching. And I've actually been surprising myself with enjoying Greedfall so far. Probably will be recording more often and for longer sessions as well. Minecraft Relaxation series is progressing very well. I might add a couple more mods here and there, but as well as a performance mod. But I think I've got enough in there to keep everything going, and to the point where I'm willing to say, yeah, this mod collection that I got, it's done. I don't need to add anything else to it. It's just a matter of mass recording more stuff. Just need to improve my building aesthetics, and then I can, really get into town with things. Alright. Civilization 4 came into Cosmos. At the point of now, not at the point of all my uploads, I'm ready to go into a hibernation mode where I only show off footage of turns that I unlock for new research, making trade deals, or any other important events that happened. It also is the point where I kind of tune out most of the world, except for some of the people that I think, hey, you might be important enough to talk to, and where I just focus on building up small armies to defend my land with, that sort of stuff. I plan on having this go on for an era or two, and when I'm ready to start an in-game world war with just about everybody, except for a couple people on my team. So I'll need to get a lot of troops built up for that, but hey, I'll have all the time in the world, and it'll probably mean that, honestly, I'll probably have to go multiple days where I make, where I'm making footage for, since I already go for 45 minutes for what we got. Imagine, say most of it's going to be technology discovers, and that's probably going to be a minute for those, or two for those turns. So I'd probably have to go around 10 to 15 texts before I have a video ready for that. So that's going to require a lot of recording, but I'm at that point where I'm ready to do that, just because I don't want to I want to bore people with the nitty-gritty details. I want to get in the action for the excitement, as well as it also helps progress the series a lot quicker. I'll be honest, I'm kind of lacking the want to recover Subnautica at the moment, kind of due to the deep ocean factor part of it, and diving down is like, I don't like diving down into deep oceans, although maybe that's a human thing instead of just a me thing. I don't know. I've never actually done it in real life. Perhaps it'd be fun in real life. But anyways, I'll be sure to try to keep going on that game, because I know past couple weeks I haven't, or maybe past week I didn't upload anything for that. I'll try to have something ready to go for this coming Thursday, I hope. Stardeus might require a new file, since I think I may have doomed my entire crew to eventually die in the middle of space with no way to keep planet hopping, since I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of power and run out of resources to get power. Yeah, we could keep demolishing the ship, but eventually I can't do that forever. So yeah, I might be starting a new file on that one. No, bad ads. Bad ads. I curse you, ads. That was 6 minutes. YouTube's getting very predatory with the ads. Anyways. Oh, that's a mouthful for Star Sector. I forgot about that. The gist of it is, I'm almost ready for open war. I just would have to break off my commission with the Tritachyon so I can keep the planets. My first target's going to be either the 9th Battle Group and their allies, or the Sindarian Dictate. I'll make the final decision probably as I'm declaring the war. And then after that point, things might start to accelerate exponentially. I think I spelt that wrong too. As we get more and more resources and more planets, specifically either the Sindarian Dictates I think it's volatile crabs or Voltron crab. Whatever, Voltron lobsters, that's what it is. There we go. Brain's not functioning today. Or we get the 9th Battle Group's abilities to produce large fleets. We'll see about that when the time comes. Might also slightly increase the amount of administrators in the background so I can handle so I can accomplish my conquest goals without having to have all the planets revolt. Because I'm thinking, if I only get, I think about 5 or 6, and I can control 2 planets. No, I get 8, I think. And I can control 2 planets myself. So if I go anyone else from that, then planets might start to revolt, which is not a good thing. And there's a lot of capital worlds. And special planets that I gotta capture. So I might do that. We'll see. Oblivion's coming along very nicely too. Once I got all the guilds that I'm in completed, the main story will progress until I hit the 3rd quest that requires an item. Go back, finish up the Dark Brotherhood arena, a bunch of the miscellaneous quests, and probably finish purchasing all the homes at that point. Hopefully. I want the main story to be the final arc, or main quest arc, before I go on to the DLC. I don't think I'm going to try and beat every single miscellaneous quest, since it'll be difficult to discover all the what's it called? All the modded ones. But I'll try to complete some of the better ones out there, as well as all the small quests I could pick up here and there too. I'm not going for 100% complete. Well, I might not go for 100% completion anymore. I'll go as close to it as I'm thinking, but I don't want to bore people with constantly going back and forth. And of course, the series will end with a house tour of every home that I managed to pick up, every DLC home. I'll make sure to have it nice and thematically designed. I might make that into a time lapse. But yeah, that's what I plan to do to end that series off. At Skyrim, I'm still changing up the mods order again because the game's still a little buggy. So I'm gonna end up scaling heavily back all the mods, and it's gonna take some time until I get a good collection ready to go. So I keep going back and forth on the mods for this one. I might take out a couple of the main story ones that I had wanted to add in, which, kind of unfortunate, but maybe they'll come back in a future series for Skyrim. Who knows? I'll see then. All right, for long play videos, I'm predicting an early summer release for Minecraft 1.2, which is the end of June and start of July, which is when I'm going to start making a long played recording for that game. I came up with a simple list of goals. They're as follows, so we'll just go ahead and pop them all out here. I guess I'll pop this bottom one out there. Beat the Ender Dragon twice and the Wither at least once. That's not too difficult to do. Get perfect enchanted netherite armor, just one set. I'm not going to make a different set for each form of protection, or each layered armor for that matter. Build a good sized castle for a home, including free roaming villagers for trading, not caged up villagers. Complete the achievement tree, just the ones that we can see. I'm not going to put myself through the pain of getting every single effect at once. I missed a bracket there. And collect all the trims and apply them to sets of diamond armor, not every single armor. Again, don't really want to do every single armor type. It's going to be quite annoying. I'm not even sure. Could you do netherite for the... I don't know. I think you could do it for diamond. But anyways, maybe netherite if I'm feeling up for it as well. This might also be an achievement as well. And I'd like to complete a max tier raid at our castle too. So a nice simple set of goals. Honestly, first couple of them, not too difficult to get. Castle is probably going to take me the longest to do. Achievement tree is just me going achievement hunting. That could have its own long play dedicated to it. Collecting all the trims and applying them to diamond sets of armor, that's going to take a lot of exploring, but once the castle's built up, that'll kind of allow us to go for the trims a bit easier. And max tier raid, of course, is, well, a max tier raid. All of it's going to be in vanilla, and at most I might have a couple of performance enhancing mods to help with the stability of the game if it's an issue, since each release of Minecraft since 1.13 has been kind of impacting the performance of the game pretty drastically. So that's something I'm gonna be wary of. And I should have the first portion, assuming there is going to be portions, ready to go. I knew you were going to do that. I was just waiting for that. So one of those unskippable ads. So anyways, I should have the first portion ready to go by December at the absolute latest. I have a plan for December at the moment for that, so we'll go from there with that one. There we go. All right, continue on that. Instead of the Monster Hunter Worlds long play, which I had said I'd started, I've actually started on the Dragon Age Origins ones. I haven't gotten too far into it. I'm just at Lothering, and haven't made any progress beyond there yet. In the summer, though, I plan on getting more progress, potentially even finishing the entire game. Some notes about this long play, and that's out of order again. It's not going to be 100% long play, since some of the codex, I believe, can only be accessed by specific origins. I'll get as close to 100% completion as I can, though I am not aiming for 100%. If I miss a couple items here and there, or miss a couple pieces of codex here and there, I'm not going to worry about it. The planned videos are going to be one for the main game, which is going to be the longest, one for the short DLCs, and then one for Awakening. While I'll be playing the short DLCs after Awakening, so I can get the benefits from that, or at least some of the benefits from that, from Awakening, I'll be releasing the short DLCs before Awakening. So, just as a bit of a heads up there. I'm not going to say what origin I went with, just that I'm playing as an elf in this one. So, take with that as you will. I'm going to be cutting out most of the loading screens with the exception of any that I happen to have an encounter on. So what I mean by that is any of the traveling around that I'm doing, I'm going to be cutting that out. So it'll just be, fade, like maybe a fade to black or a wipe, and now I'm at the next location. So just so you know, if you do see any, it's because I'm about to have an encounter along the road, and I'm not going to skip that. And once this file is completed, I'll be carrying it forward for the next game in the series, which is Dragon Age 2. This is also the format I plan on doing for the other Dragon Age games, though these won't happen until I finish them, which is far down the line, unless, I don't know if I mentioned this, unless Dread Wolf is announced, becoming this year, then those games will be put on turbo production. I'll explain what I mean by that a little bit later. And to rapid fire through the other long plays, as I said, Monster Hunter World has yet to start production. I have yet to replace PS2, the part that I need in order to let myself do PS2 series recording. I might end up looking for a new setup altogether, which may include a PS3 with backwards compatibility if possible, which means I can add some PS3 games to the list if that happens. Specifically, the ones I had in mind were the Ratchet & Clank games. I think there was a Sly Cooper game in there. I think that's it. I might add a couple more to that list. It'll soon eventually become the PS2 to just the PlayStation series. It'll be interesting. Oblivion and Skyrim, as I had stated in the last update, was made for the end of the year, though instead of the main quests I'll be focusing on, I'd probably, and I spelled typo there. I'll be starting with part of the main quest and transitioning into the guilds of each game. I'll have more details on that a little bit later when I get to that point. So, Gravekeeper's long play might be planned to start at the end of the year, since I'm progressing really well in that game, and as stated before, it will likely be accelerated once the automation portion is completed. And then I'll be working on a long play of that one too, or maybe 100 days. I'm not sure. I'm kind of flipping back and forth on that one. Also wanted to make a long play for the main quest lines of No Man's Sky, which might go alongside a Let's Play of the game. The Let's Play would go deeper into building, collection, and all that stuff, while the long play would just be for main quest lines. Granted, the Let's Play series would also dive into quest lines as well, but that would be more of a, fun on the side instead of me. I'm just beelining it right for this, and whatever resource I might need to grind or buy, I'll get later. Or I'll get as I'm going. I'll be sure to add more to go to the list as time goes on, but for now, this is a lot of work to keep me going. And that's not including the 100 Days series that I got planned. Yeah, as you can see, I like loading myself up with a lot of stuff. I've been getting the itch to play some Minecraft Engineer's Life again, so I'll be going full steam ahead on that 100-day video. I currently have half the footage recorded, and will hopefully have the other half finished by the end of June. Most of the audio portion up to that point has also been recorded, and I got background music selected out for most of this as well. And half of what I got has been edited down. I haven't pushed forward with the processing through Filmora, but it's been edited and it's ready to go. I'm going to try to get the other half edited down before I continue. Actually, after this, I'm going to be editing I'm going to be editing the next portion of that down too, which will make it a bit easier for me in the long run. Despite working on it now, however, I'm probably not going to upload it right away once it's finished. I got something planned for later this year in December, which I'll go over at the end of the summer / at the end of this video. 100-day format. Oh, whoops. Did I? Oh, never mind. Anyways, here's a rapid fire of the rest of us. I've decided to change the Minecraft mega build video from 1.18.2 to 1.19.2 mainly because the world I've spent time on accidentally got deleted when I was cleaning some files out. So rip to that world. But that's okay because I've actually got a mod pack mostly put together. I'm waiting for one more mod, but I might start it without and I'll go from there. 200 Days Cooking Craft is going to be started up at the end of the summer, ideally once... Hey. Let's not do that. Let's not listen to ads. Alright, I'm going to start it up once the Minecraft Mega build has been halfway to completed or more. I just contradicted myself. Sorry, that should be... I realized I typed something wrong in there. That should be Engineer's Life. What I still have yet to record or still have yet to edit, because who knows, I might not get to it until the end of the summer, is done. So that should actually say Engineer's Life, not Mega Build 19.2, since I'm not going to start that up until much later. Oops. Well, isn't this going to turn into unprofessional very quickly? But hey, we're not very professional just yet. We'll get there, though. Raft isn't going to be started until next year, but once I do, I'm hoping to go for all of it at once. Still want to try a RimWorld 100 Days. Just haven't gotten around to that. I'll probably try one out when with a Rebel theme once Vanilla Faction's Expanded Desert is coming out. Though some news on his Patreon page suggests that we might be seeing Androids Expanded, a split from Ultratech, come out sooner than that. So that might be interesting as well. Project Zomboid is a next year project. Prison Architect is also a next year project. I just got too many I want to work on. I might also try 100 Days in Skyrim at that point. It could be fun. It'll be modded, mainly for textures and interior redesigns rather than content adding mods. Though there'll probably still be some in there, just a couple, not too many. And again, I don't plan on making these all in the year, as there just isn't enough time for me for that and life. And I'm just making a list to pull from later on. All right, other things. This is the exciting part I wanted to talk about. Took me a while, but I finally got a Rumble and Locals channel. I forgot I had said BitChute, but I could always go back to that later. For the moment, I'm just going to be uploading the series that I currently have going on to those channels, in addition to YouTube, of course. Wouldn't want to leave this channel out of it. But in the future, I might have some videos that will only be appearing on those channels. Currently, actually, nothing is on there right now, but I will be putting some stuff on there within the next few days. I just had I got some recording to do today, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing, I got another secret project that I'm not going to mention until I'm actually close to being completed with that one. But it's got to that one's gotten to the point where I can have it running and then also uploading the videos to those channels. So tomorrow is when the first series will come out on that. I'll probably start with the Dragon Age series, putting that to there, maybe putting some RimWorld up as well. We'll see. We'll see what specifically I put up there. For videos going up to those channels only, provided to remember, I'll also have a small portion of it uploaded to this channel here, as well as, a little bit at the end saying, hey, if you enjoyed this, if you enjoy this, a link to it will be in the description. You go there to check out the full videos. By the way, most of the stuff will be free to watch, since I think you can monetize pretty easily on both those sites, but they will be free. I don't plan on making anything paid for the time being, unless there are people who actually want to support. I don't think there's any at the moment for that, but yeah, I might be wrong, or in the future that could change. Who knows what the future's got in store? But yeah, for the most part, you can see it on here for free. You can see it on there for free as well. And same with the videos I post little snippets of on the YouTube channel. If there's snippets here, then it will be 100% free over at the other channels as well. Anyways, plans for this is to hopefully expand through other platforms, just like in an RTS kind of way, where, you expand out more and more, try to reach other audiences on other platforms, that sort of stuff. I already went through that analogy earlier. And I'm also going to be fixing up the Discord server that I started, then neglected a long time ago. Actually, in the process of starting that up. I'll have a quick little video about that when I'm finished it. This will be another place where I'll announce new projects when I upload new series to the channels. Not new episodes, given the amount that I do, and I would consider that to be borderline spamming at that point. A place where I can link mod packs, collections, lists where applicable, etc., etc. And even like documents of, hey, here's the mods that I use for this. And it'd be a lot easy. Well, they might also be in the individual videos, but on Discord it'll be there. And that way, if it, one of the sites decides to take the videos down, or something happens where I got to take it down, at least it'll always be in the Discord server. Also, it's where viewers and myself can chat with each other, discuss things, give recommendations, that sort of stuff. Essentially, build a community there. I might also be posting other non-related gaming stuff there, such as some of the photos of some of the meals that I've put together, similar to what I've done in the Minecraft 100 Days Cooking Craft Edition. And maybe even how I got to that, how I made it for those who are curious to know. Even though some of the stuff I've done so far is pretty basic, maybe some people don't know, and I could always say something there. Be curious. Be curious if anybody would be interested in that particular kind of, that kind of content too. Oops. There we go. Alright, anyways. Not going to go into too much more detail about this stuff. Some rapid fire things. Still working on thumbnails. I got a lot of catching up to do, but I've got some that I do actually like. Getting close to being done. Not going to work on that for the rest of the week, or most of the week though, since I've got some other stuff planned. Still also working on new intros and outros, mainly for the new series I got coming out in the future, as well as stuff I got as well as the newer ones right now. I got a rough hand-drawn copy of a channel banner that I've sort of done up on my work breaks, so I eventually would like to draw that on the computer using GIMP. And still like the idea of doing a live stream or two during the summertime. It'll probably be one of those for the series I'm currently going on. Maybe Oblivion, RimWorld, Minecraft, Stardew Valley. I just gave a small list of there what I might do for it. Alright, and just to touch briefly on some future series. With a couple of series about to be coming to an end soon. Command & Conquer, for one, and Graveyard Keeper close to the end of the year. And with so much going on at the moment, I'd also figured I'd make a section for future series. I'll also have this list up in the Discord server, one which I'll expand with your game suggestions, or at least most of them. A few games I'm not looking at playing. First-person shooters, specifically, looking at you guys. Fortnite, looking at you as well. Don't like those style of games. But I'm pretty much an open book for a lot of stuff. While I do plan on playing these games this series, if I've thought far ahead, I'll have no idea when I'm playing them, save for a few exceptions, which we're going to get into. Water break, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to want to make sure when I do live streams I have a lot of water sitting close by, because I'm going to get a sore throat really quickly. Alright, here's a list of games. So, Age of Empires 3 after Age of Empires 2, and Age of Empires 4 after Age of Empires 3. Like I said earlier, it's a possibility that Age of Empires 3 might actually be started at the top of the year, depending on how much I have left for Age of Empires 2. Because I got something else to discuss that might cause that to happen at close to the end of the video. Dragon Age Inquisition after Dragon Age 2. The only exception to that would be if a release date is announced for Dreadwolf Rising, and I don't think there has been one. Let me just quickly look that up. Rise's release date. To be released in 2023. Okay. Alright, so that gives... We haven't heard any news from it yet, and it's apparently... it's May. Well, not apparently. It's May right now, and we haven't heard anything from it yet, so... If it is going to be released, it's going to be released at the end of the year, which might also coincide with something else I got planned there. Anywho, so yeah, when and if that gets a release date, I'm going to be going to overdrive with content creation so I can start uploading Dragon Age Inquisition alongside Dragon Age 2. It'll probably be at that point I go, okay, I'm just going to not quite drop everything I'm working on, but most of my spare time that I dedicate to some of the long plays and the 100 days, that will be going towards Dragon Age 2. I'm still going to make sure I have content coming out for the channel, but I also want to get Dragon Age 2 done and Inquisition done as quickly as possible so that I can get a file ready to go for Dreadwolf Rises. Which I guess that kind of means I won't be recording Dragon Age Inquisition alongside 2. Maybe I mean I'll be no, hold on, this says uploading. Yeah, obviously I gotta record 2 before 3, but they'll start uploading alongside each other. Assassin's Creed will probably start sometime next year, since I had mentioned that, hey, I kind of want to play that. I don't think I'm going to do the whole series, probably up to... What would I want to do up to? Probably up to Origins, and that might be it, since I didn't really like Odyssey or Valhalla. Even though the theming for both of those is cool, from what I've seen of it, I don't really like the direction that they went in with those. Warcraft 3 Reforged Co-op will be recording once I fix some things on my end. It'll replace Command & Conquer Red Alert 3 once that series is all uploaded, which I think I've got 4 more missions left in the American campaign, and then the Rising Sun campaign to go afterwards. No Man's Sky will start at the top of 2024. Main reason why I might not be starting it sooner than that is because I want to get a world started now, grind for some Quicksilver for a few months, and then officially start it once I have a bunch of Quicksilver built up. This way I can make a dent in the ever-expanding Quicksilver shop Quicksilver item shop. And I can have some of the decorations for it, and occasionally, I'll then play, I'll go for some quests or weekend events off camera and get more Quicksilver then, but essentially it's so I can get all the stuff at that given time. And as well as it'll also have a couple more updates out, a bunch of new things for me to check out. I may or may not have been playing up to this point, which unfortunately means I've lost my chance to get a living frigate, which sucks because I really would have wanted that. A little upset about that. Maybe it'll come back in the future. We'll probably never know, but anyways, Stellaris with most of the DLCs again. That'll take over for Stardeus, since I might be finishing that sometime this year due to the kind of lack of content it's got at the moment. Obviously, when new updates come out, it'll increase the longevity of it, but I'm gonna be real with you, it's probably not looking like I've got a whole lot left to do. I mean, I could fly around to each of the planets, but aside from that, and get all the tech tree, but aside from that, I kind of have gotten everything at the moment. So really, I could even end just to say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna end it now, but I'm not gonna do that. I think there's enough left in the game for one more attempt at it. Mass Effect Trilogy, which is a new one to the list, will start at the end of the year and it'll be going alongside the Dragon Age series. Terraria might start up at the end of the year as well, going along Minecraft. And at the end of the year, or second third of this year, I might have a revised schedule as well to go alongside the end of the year series. And we got one final thing, December Dailies 2023. Well, last year's run did much better than the previous one. I shouldn't say much better, it did better. I still didn't get through the month without missing days and suffering some major burnout. And plus, now I'm going to have 2 other websites to worry about. However, since I'm stubborn, and knowing myself in the future, I might try to go for it again. And provided I start early enough now, I might be able to have most of the footage ready to go by December, before December hits this time. I mentioned Age of Empires I'd be recording. Plus, if Dreadwolf Rises does in fact have a planned coming out release date of later this year, I'll be putting that into turbo mode, as well as Inquisition, so might have something ready to go for that. And then obviously when Dreadwolf Rises, I forgot to mention that there, but I'll be uploading Dreadwolf Rises alongside the other games alongside the other Dragon Age games if it comes to that. Since some of the series I can make a bunch of footage for ahead of time without possibly missing really good comment advice, for the time being, I'm going to assume that Future Me is going to go ahead with it and start making a bunch of content ahead of time. And here's a list of the games I'm going to work on. Either have a solidified path that I don't plan on ever deviating, or comments I don't think will play a big factor. I could be wrong on this one. Maybe you guys have some very insightfulness out there and would be able to help me. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. I'll figure that out down the road. But anyways, Age of Empires 2. I kind of like the challenge of going into this one blind, so me just bulk recording a bunch of stuff, then people going, hey, just be careful on this mission or be careful on that mission, might be yeah, I probably should be careful, but at the same time, I'm enjoying this blind. Civilization 4, Caveman to Cosmos, there's going to be a lot of time being... I need to record a lot of that because I'm going to be probably shrinking an hour session down to maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Which is quite a bit of time, so that's kind of why that's up there. Not that comments on that one aren't going to be very useful. Actually, I do take comments into consideration on that one. It's just I'm cutting a ton of more dead space out in the future, so yeah. StarCraft Master Recall, when I get that fixed and working, since I already have a StarCraft uploaded to this channel, so there's no point in me really waiting around for anything on that one. Graveyard Keeper, as I stated earlier, once the automation's fully set up, any story bit will progress rather quickly, which would mean that I could easily get through it much faster. Probably faster than people could keep up with commenting anyways. Greedfall, not that I don't want comments to help on that one, but I'm having really fun on that one, and I'm completely blind on it and having a blast, so that one I'll probably just end up accidentally playing a ton of. Oblivion modded. I have a plan for the questline completion to tell the story that I want to tell. Not much room to deviate from that one either. And I think that one we're actually making some really good progress on. I think by episode 200, I plan on having all the guilds, the Rangers Guild, the Mages Guild. I've started up the Thieves Guild, and the Fighters Guild. I plan on having all of that done, probably around episode 200. Dragon Age 2. This one is more of I've been recording each act in bulk, so I guess that's where I'm at right now with the recordings. I finished the first, what I considered act. Probably is people who played the game, probably pretty obvious what I mean by that. But I'm doing that in bulk, so I have it ready to go. Plus, when Dragon Age Dreadwolf Rises gets its release date announced, I'll be going all out on both remaining Dragon Age, both remaining Dragon Ages, plus their DLCs as well. And then Minecraft Relaxation Series, probably, though I think I got enough on my plate I'll have enough on my plate during the summer. And on top of all this, I also have plans to release some of the long plays and or 100 days videos during December, and across all 3 channels too. So it's a ton of work on top of personal life and learning new skills and work, but this is the overconfidence in me talking. I think I can pull it off. Anyways, thank you for watching. That's all for now, folks. And until next time, time it out with the music. Take it easy.